Hey, this is That's Like Rabbits. Today we're going to be psychologically analyzing the episode Too Many Kades. So here we go.
Okay, explain to me again. This is football?
No actual feet are involved. The object of this game is to place the sphere through the hoop, hence the name hoop ball.
How long have you guys been on Earth now? It's basketball.
Tomorrow's the big charity game.
It's the third this is... What, this... Yeah, this is Season 3, Episode 3. So it's like 3 years. They've been there for at least 3 years, and they still don't know the name of the sport that they are watching. Heatwave's the one who knows. I mean, that just tells you how well that their humans communicate with them. And Cody doesn't tell them this. Why? Heatwave's the only one who knows, because Kade's the only one who talks to him.
Teachers versus rescue workers.
Do we get to play?
Looks like Kade's not letting anybody play.
Kade, I'm open.
Over here!
Pass it, son.
Here he comes, and yes! Owning the dribble drive, and the crowd goes wild. You're supposed to go wild now.
Kade, this was a 3-2 drill. You're supposed to pass to Cody.
But I had the shot. No offense, Code, but in the offense department, you come up a little short.
Kade, that's just mean.
You're not the only person on the team, son.
I know. Too bad, right? If I was, we'd win the tournament tomorrow for sure.
It's not a tournament. It's a charity game. And the whole point is for my students to learn about teamwork. I'm not sure you're the best teacher for that.
Very disappointed.
Maybe this game isn't such a good idea after all. Sorry, everybody.
Haley, wait a second!
That's right, keep talking. I think she likes you.
Hey, I am who I am, all right? If she's not okay with it, fine.
Are you sure he's related to us?
Yeah, that right there, that's denial.
Where is everyone going? Aren't we gonna practice some more?
You're a one-man team, remember? Practice by yourself.
Griffin Rock emergency. Hi, Mrs. Niederlander. Hang on.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Ma'am, we had an agreement, remember? You promised not to call every time Mr. Pettypaws goes up a tree. Something bigger? All right, we'll be right there.
Rescue bots, roll to the rescue.
What on earth?
I wouldn't say it's bigger, but it's definitely more.
Do not be afraid, little fella.
Here, kitty. 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 Kitty.
Where did they all come from?
How should I know? They just showed up.
I suspected this might be where these frisky felines escaped to.
And I suspected you might have something to do with these kitty clones, Doc.
Not clones. Actually, they're products of the imaging chamber. Nothing but energy and crystals. Solid holograms, if you will.
Owie! Your claws are real enough.
And they make me... just like the genuine article. Normally, the chamber only manifests dreams. But when I boosted the power on the device, it picked up my waking thoughts as well.
This little scene right here kind of confuses me at times. For a while it confused me until it occurred to me that they're all part of Doc Green's imagination and what he thinks of Mr. Pettypaws is. And I think he thinks that Mr. Pettypaws is mean to everybody. From past experience and past episodes and whatnot. And future episodes. Mr. Pettypaws does not hate Kade.
For some reason, Mr. Pettypaws popped into my head, and the next thing I knew, copycats.
But how can they survive outside the chamber? Don't they need an energy source?
Precisely. To continue the experiment, I equipped each of them with an energy collar.
And they've stayed charged all this time?
Long enough to escape my lab and head straight for Mr. Pettypaws' favorite tree. Which means all these copies have the same memories and instincts as the original. Fascinating.
Enough blather! My real precious won't come out until all those petty posers are gone.
Honestly, if I was there, I know enough about cats to realize that the easiest way to fix her problem is just like a little can of tuna and some and a box. That's it. That's all you need. You want the cat to come out of the tree, the cat will come out by itself.
How do we get rid of these things, Doc?
We just need to remove their collars.
I now understand why humans consider herding cats the benchmark for all frustrating endeavors.
Cats don't like water, right? Leave it to me.
Hey! Come on, you fried my comm.
Whoops. Accident. Really?
It's all right, Mr. Pettypaws. All those bad cats are gone now. And it took you long enough.
Thanks for giving us a demo, Doc.
I'm quite proud of the technology, if I do say so myself.
Okay, in this episode, I mean, it's
Kade!
What? I missed lunch.
Kade, would you mind if I hooked you up for the demonstration?
He always uses Kade. He likes using Kade in his experiments, and I think it's because that's how he shows how much he trusts him. And that's more than you can really say about pretty much everybody else in the show. Doc Green trusts him enough to experiment on him.
Just as long as there aren't any nightmare gremlins involved.
No need to sleep or dream. Just let any thought pop into your head.
Thoughts pop in his head, all right. Like balloons.
Clear your mind. Then, when I throw the switch, think.
You can, it doesn't occur to anybody, but Danny was the one who stuck it in his head. Trying to shove his ego back in his face. I mean, so you hear somebody insulting you like that. Yeah, ideas pop in his head like balloons, and it's like the one thing going through your head is, "Who am I?" No, do I really do that? Do I really do that? And you start asking questions about yourself, and that's why he ended up thinking about himself.
Guess the overwhelming power of my brain was too much for it, huh, Doc?
More likely, it blew a fuse.
That was
Easily
pure
fixed.
sarcasm.
Emergency dispatch.
Cody, there's been a rock slide on Old Canyon Road. It's blocked in both directions. A car's trapped.
Thanks, Jerry. We'll be right.
I got this. Anybody want to help?
First one out the door.
Hang tight, Mrs. Rubio. We'll have you out in half a sec.
More like half a month at this rate. Can't you guys move a few little rocks?
Well, how about we just take off and let you handle everything?
Good idea. Step aside. Get that one for me, would you, Heatwave?
Yeah, Kade tends to let his mouth run faster than his brain sometimes. So it's like, I can do this. Looks at the situation, realizes he can't do this, tells Heatwave to do it.
Stuck.
Stand back. Power up and energize.
Look out!
Finally!
Because he didn't walk towards the bridge, he walked in the opposite direction. Which doesn't make
This
sense.
should do it.
Man, you guys are good looking.
They don't even say a word.
Nice work, team.
Hey, Kade, how about helping me buff out this scratch, huh? It's hard to reach.
That scratch will still be there later. I'm hungry now. Everything in the fridge between 2 slices of bread. I call it the Kade.
Where's the spaghetti?
Under the pudding.
And an onion.
You're not gonna eat that in front of us, are you?
Fine, I'll go to my room.
Most of the time when he's upset, he goes straight to his room. It's kind of an INFP thing, because as we stated in one of our previous videos, I think Kade's an INFP, but that's a very turbulent one. That is a very INFP thing to do. It's like, I'm not wanted, or I'm angry, so I'm going to go where I feel safe. My room. Specifically the bed. That is like the INFP safe space.
You finished that already?
Maybe you should eat a little slower.
Maybe you should mind your own business.
Very angry F. Then we get the regular Kade.
Hey, let me help you with that. But you know what? Why don't you change to vehicle mode? It'll be easier.
Okay, what's the catch?
What do you mean? I just want to give you a hand.
Dominant function. It's like,
Let's see. 1014 is livestock on the highway?
Incorrect. The proper answer is prowler on premises.
Do we have to do this now?
Time, tide, and updated police codes wait for no man.
New 10 codes, eh?
the end.
May I get in on this?
The end. He's
Very funny, son.
I'm serious, Father. It's an important part of being a well-trained EMT.
I am impressed by your dedication, Kade. 1027.
Oh, I've got it. Vehicle registration request. Am I right?
Memory. And that shows you that Chase knows more about Kade than most of the rest of the family. Everyone else thinks he's dumb, but Chase doesn't see that.
Hey, Kade, you must be starving by now. Better make another sandwich.
Okay.
Here's the deal.
Emergency headquarters. Sure. Hang on. Kade, it's Haley.
Hello?
Kade, I want to see you.
You can't. You're not here. Okay, bye.
That's the receiver part, which is just like all over the place. It's just you don't know what he's thinking. So and he's got this big dopey grin on his face.
Something weird is going on.
How's it coming, bud? My arm's getting a little tired.
Just another few brushstrokes.
You want an athlete to model? Why didn't you ask me? I can lift my own weight. Watch. Oh, my back! Ah! Ooh! Ah! Walk it off, walk it off, walk it off. Ah!
What was that about?
How's your back? Fine. How's yours? Hey! Somebody left a sandwich.
And one minute he's in pain, the next.
I mean, I know he eats a lot, but that is just...
Even for Kade, it's strange.
First he's a jerk.
It was
then
strange, I
healthy.
have to say.
Somebody put an evil
I am
spell
happy
on
to see
him.
these behavioral changes.
Okay, settle down. We'll get to the bottom of this.
What's everybody doing down here?
Yeah, Chase didn't notice anything wrong.
Why do you all look so serious?
How can you possibly eat 3 huge sandwiches in a row?
I'm worried about your back. You may think it's better, but...
Why were you being so nice to me? It's creepy.
What do you mean? I'm always nice.
Something's
You
pretty
nice
weird
just
right
scares
now.
I wouldn't exactly
I will
disagree.
agree with absolute.
There is lots of me.
halfway mark of the video.
4 more Kades?
Just what the world needs.
Watch carefully.
What are you looking at? You don't have to be so rude. You know, if I always wore slippers, I would never have to tie my shoes. Good thinking. Very practical.
That's like an NE controlled by an NE controlled with emotions. Just going. Very practical. Very practical to never wear anything but slippers. Yeah, it's the F who attacked Kade, which means the F1 is very dominant with him. Yeah, and it's like it attacks him. It's the first person it attacks, and throughout this whole thing, we see that he's the only one he's attacking, which kind of gives you quite a bit of information right there.
What?
Chief, are you there?
We're all here, Doc. Along with a few guests.
The strangest thing happened. I was just going over the security video at the lab. Apparently, the chamber had already started processing Kade's thoughts when the fuse blew, when I replaced it.
The chamber powered up and completed the job.
Kade must have been thinking about himself.
There's a shock.
It is odd that the manifestations of Kade left the lab. But with no power source to fuel the energy crystals, I'm certain that they've all disappeared by now.
Not quite, Doc.
Great Fermi's neutrons! A colony of Kades! But how do they exist without a power source?
More important, how do we get rid of them?
Well, hey, no hurry. I finally got myself a basketball team. Let's go, Kades! Okay, boys.
Right here.
Now that you're all color-coded, let's see if you all share my...
So you can identify who's who. Yeah, the red one is the emotions. The red one is the feeler.
awesome physical abilities. Show me what you got. Okay, now move the ball around. Come on.
The orange one is the
Sorry.
The orange is the peak. The orange is the peak. I mean, frankly, if the bands were red, blue, purple, and orange, then that'd be much easier.
I was thinking about marshmallows.
Interesting. They each appear to exhibit different behavior.
So they're not exact copies?
Each one seems to be an extreme part of Kade's personality.
Or a separate section of his personality, as we have theorized.
Hey, back off, Red. We're all on the same side here. Then play like it. Jeez, why can't you all be like me? Oh, now you're mocking me? Come on, guys, break it up. Instead of just running all over the place, here's a new play I came up with. Running all over the place? This is a tried and true offense. Tried and failed is more like it. Who do you think you're talking to? Well, right now, you're talking to yourself, genius. These heroes are the fools.
And you notice the green one in the background is going, go to your happy place, go to your happy place. That's something you should worry about. That right there is a psychological thing. Is like that mainly small children do that. When their parents start arguing, they try going to their happy place. Yeah, people to protect themselves because they don't like arguing. He's afraid of the argument.
These are the gods. Free bunnies. I can touch my nose with my tongue.
And then there comes the pea, not paying attention to anything.
Look!
I don't know about you guys, but I'm loving this.
Anyway's not understanding one bit of it. So, yeah. I mean, he's an ESTJ. You can... He obviously doesn't understand.
Thank goodness an emergency. This is Chief Burns. We'll be right there. A broken pipe at the natural gas reservoir. Must have been caused by the rock slide. Cody, take the command center. Kade, all your friends better come along. We can't leave them on their own.
What a smooth ride. You're good at this. Can we keep him, please? Come on! on, Heatwave, push it! We have to be there first! Dude, I'm only telling you this because you're me, but you're getting a little annoying.
A little. Hey, hands off!
You guys are gonna both be namby-pambies about it!
Guys, be careful!
It's partly because of his training and partly because of his value. He knows full well he's supposed to be the first one there. He's following Chase, who is driving slower. They're all trying to keep up with Boulder. And frankly, that's going to cost them. Cade's training just tells him, be there first. First one in, last one out, because that is the fireman code. So it's like, yeah, he's upset.
Both of you, let go, or
Everybody okay, Dad?
This time, these extra Kades have to go before they do more damage. We'll take care of the gas leak. You take your posse back to the firehouse and get a hold of Doc. Maybe he's come up with a way of getting rid of them by now.
I'm not driving him. You'll be lucky if I ever give you a ride again.
Then how do we all get back? All right, nobody touches anything, got it? Hey, watch your elbow, sorry.
The one is the emotions are angry and the introvert's the ones going, sorry, apologizing all over the place.
Clouds look funny from above. I think you have my seatbelt.
Guys, please!
Hello?
Haley, what are you...
I told Kade I was coming over. Is he around?
Which one? I mean, no, he... I'll go look for him. Wait here, okay?
That was the longest trip of my life.
Cade!
Yeah? What?
Hi.
Who?
Who? And that was the introvert. Who? That is a very...
Yes?
Haley's downstairs. The rest of you will have to wait up here.
She wants me to apologize. Never apologize. It's a sign of weakness. No.
That's the feeling is the value. The feelings are hold most of the values. And if he's saying apologizing is a sign of weakness, that right there, that means that's been that idea has been instilled in him from a very young age, and that's very unfortunate. Which probably is why partly why he acts like this. Acts the way he does.
Relationships require communication. I like penguins, flowers, and ask forgiveness. No way, this guy's...
Three out of the four of them want to be nice. Naturally are nice. But because the feelings is the primary one in charge. I mean, you see, a lot of what he's doing is he's attacking himself.
Part of me.
They're all a part of you, like a one-person family, where everyone kind of balances each other out.
You go apologize for me. I'll just mess it up worse.
Get the introvert. Get the introvert to go and apologize. That is a nightmare for most introverts.
No! If he can do it, you can. He is you.
Cody's right. Give it a shot. All right.
Look as confident as possible.
He is so gonna say the wrong thing. I think he'll get it right.
Noble.
Told you. Well done. Not bad for a twerp.
You see right there? You saw that right there. You just like he rubbed Cody's head. He doesn't attack. He's the feelings, but he isn't attacking Cody. He isn't attacking anybody except himself, and that's just a look into his psyche right there.
There's the leak.
The main valve's stuck.
It must have been hit by one of those rocks, too.
All right, we better evacuate the area before...
Power up and energize!
Everything that catches on fire.
Everybody! Inside! Unfortunately, I haven't a clue why the Kade doppelgangers are still around. With no energy source, they should have disappeared long ago.
Which means they must have an energy source. The donut. Kade, you had one in your pocket when you were hooked up to the machine, right? Do you still have it?
Me too.
Chocolate!
I never throw anything away. I ate mine.
I never throw anything away. The pea. Of course, the pea's the one that said that.
So what are you saying, the donuts are powering these guys?
Not the donut.
Of course. Brilliant observation, Cody. If you, the original Kade, were carrying some sort of energy source, it could have replicated to the others, just as the donut did.
But I'm not carrying any... My comlink. The battery's still sparking.
Okay, this is the one issue I have. This is the one biggest issue that I have with this episode. It replicates the damaged thing, but if the power source itself is made from the same materials that creates them, then technically it's not creating any power. That's logic. That is the biggest logistical problem I have with this episode.
It's been putting out a low level of power, enough to keep the energy crystals vibrating. Kade, all you have to do is take away their comlinks. Once the manifestations are separated from their energy source, they'll disappear.
Well, guys, breaking up is hard to do, but...
Cody, Kade, can you read me?
We're here, Dad.
We need your help. We're at the reservoir. The entire team is hemmed in by flames.
Don't worry, Dad. I got another team right here.
Water reserves are almost depleted.
Blades, get Danny and Graham out of here.
We're not leaving you behind, Dad.
They're right, Chief. Too dangerous. We'll get this.
Whoa!
What are you doing in there? Where's Cody and Blade? Blade can fly on his own.
Me! Man the secondary pump! Other me! Grab the hoses! You guys of me! Get the foam gun! No talking back! The real Kade's in charge.
Nice work, guys.
Who do we think first?
Me. Him.
One thing you all have in common. You're heroes, every one of you.
Well, I am. They're just, you know, the parts that make me me. Thanks, everybody, for putting up with all of them. Well, guys, I can't think of a better looking crew to hang out with, but time to hand them over.
That right there, that is him finally giving himself the respect he deserves that nobody else is giving him, and this is like the best part of the episode. What comes after is up until.
Is it weird to say I'm gonna miss those guys? Well, some of them. The nice you.
Well, maybe he'll be around more. He might even pass you the basketball once in a while.
Nah. That ruined it. I mean, come on. You get a little bit of emotional you get a little bit of catharsis with the Kade just like giving himself a salute when you understand the situation. But then the writers decide to end it like, nah, and this That is
That
like
makes me want
the
to
biggest
that
face
makes
slap to Kade. That is like face slapping Kade's issues. It's like they present you with his issues and the fact that he's finally starting to work through them, and they just nah. What? You actually figure that Kade is suffering issues, and he's finally starting to deal with them. And I was like, the writers obviously don't really. I don't think the writers actually understood what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they got it pretty good. It's like, I mean, this is a common trope of taking one character and like splitting them up into like their good and bad sides and whatnot, and just different ways of doing that. It's like it's a whole trope. It's just the fact that the F was the one in charge, and he was the most turbulent of them all. He was the angriest. He was attacking himself and no one else, which means, oh yeah, it's like, just reiterating previous points. Yeah, so, yeah, that's, the three others were actually want to help take care of people. They want to be nice. They want people to like them. That's, and he can't say anything because of his introvert side. It's too scared to talk. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. So, overall, it's very deep when you think about it, but also makes you want to strangle the writers. Just the way they ended that. Mm-hmm. Probably would have been better had they said, "Hey man, let's go on now." Yeah, I would have been ended with that. That would have been perfect. So that's what we got. Up your leg. Bye. Bye.